So you make the decision, you're moving to Texas, DFW specifically, and you're excited. You should be, but I need you to watch this video before you get here because there's things about living in DFW that nobody tells you about until you already moved. And some of them will catch you completely off guard if you're not prepared. I'm Miguel Escobedo, real estate agent covering the entire DFW Metroplex. I work with buyers relocated from California, New York, Colorado, and all over the country every single week. And there are 7 things consistently that catch people off guard when they land here. If you watch this whole video, none of them will catch you off guard. Let's go. Texas has no state income tax, that's real. It's one of the biggest financial draws of this state, but what comes with it are property taxes that are among the highest in the country. In DFW, property taxes typically run over 2% of your home's assessed value per year, sometimes up to 2.5% depending on the city and the school district. On a $450,000 home, you're looking at $9,000 to $11,000 in property taxes annually. That's $750 to $900 per month folded into your escrow payment. Most buyers coming from California, where effective property taxes are capped around 0.74% thanks to Proposition 13. They see this number and it stops them cold. Run the full math and set your budget. For most people earning over 100K, Texas still comes out significantly ahead on the full tax picture, but you need to know the property tax before going in, not at the closing table. Now that we covered the tax situation, which is the number one thing that surprises people, we got 6 more things to get through before you land here. But first, make sure you grab our free DFW relocation guide. It has everything that you need to know: finances, neighborhoods, what questions to ask your realtor before you commit. QR code on the screen, link on the description. Let's keep going. People picture Texas as hot and sunny. What they don't picture is a full range of what North Texas weather actually delivers. Summers are generally intense. DFW summers regularly top 100 degrees and triple-digit heats last 30 to 50 days per year. It's dry heat, more tolerable than the Gulf Coast humidity, but it's real heat. Most people will move to shift their outdoor life to early mornings and evenings from June through August and rely heavily on AC. Good AC in this climate isn't a comfort feature, it's a necessity. Winters are typically mild, which is a major draw for people leaving the Northeast or Midwest, but North Texas does get winter weather events, ice storms that shut the entire region down when they hit. It happened in 2021. When you're buying a home in DFW, ask specifically about the installation quality, pipe situation, whether it's a generator hookup or if there's a generator in the property already. Buyers who thought about this before closing were far better off in February 2021 than those who didn't. Spring brings severe weather, thunderstorms, high winds, and tornado risks are real in North Texas. Hail is particularly significant here, and it's not a minor thing. A single hailstorm can damage your roof, your car, and trigger insurance claims. Get solid homeowners insurance that specifically covers hail and understands your deductible before you need to file. Hail coverage is one of the conversations that I have with every single buyer in DFW. DFW spans approximately 9,000 square miles, larger than the entire state of New Jersey. It's not a walkable metro. If you're coming from New York, Chicago, San Francisco, or any city with functional public transit, this is going to be a huge adjustment. You need a car. Most households need 2. Everything is spread out where you live, where you work, where your kids go to school, where you shop. DFW has DART light rail, 119 miles of track with 65 stations as of 2025. The 7th highest light rail ride-ship system in the US, with Silver Line added in October 2025, including direct DFW airport connection. If you're working in a corridor served by DART, it's a legitimate commute option, but for most DFW, the car is going to be a necessity. Distance to your job should be an anchor to your home search. Map the commute on a Tuesday morning before you fall in love with your house. The volume of new construction happening across DFW right now is unlike anything else that anybody who's relocating here has ever seen. New communities are going up in every direction: Hazlitt, Argyle, Midlothian, Forney, Prosper, and these homes are going to be modern, well finished, in many cases priced very, very competitively, and they have a ton of upgrades. And here's what I tell every buyer who's excited about new construction: the builder sales agent works for the builder. Their job is to protect the builder's margins and sell their homes, not to represent your best interest. As a buyer, you have the right to your own representation. Having a good buyer agent and in new construction matters. A good agent knows which builder has had quality issues in the given market, knows what incentives and upgrades are negotiable, knows what to look out for during the build process, and advocates for you in every single step from contract to closing. Before you walk into any builder sales office, I strongly recommend consulting with a great realtor like myself, so you understand your rights, your options, and what questions to ask. I've seen buyers go in without representation and find out after closing they left significant money on the table. Don't let that be you. Most planned communities in DFW and nearly all new construction neighborhoods have HOAs. Monthly fees range from $50 to $300 per month or more depending on what's included: pools, landscaping, gated access, amenities. And well-run HOA generally protects properties' values and keeps neighborhoods looking sharp. But HOA rules vary significantly and some are strict in ways that people don't expect until after closing. Paint color, fence styles, parking work, vehicles in your driveway, holiday lighting, short-term rentals. These are all things different HOAs address differently. During your option period, request the HOA documents and read them. If you have something that conflicts with how you actually plan to live, find out before you close. DFW Job Market is one of the strongest in the country, and data backs that up. The Metro has 21 to 24 Fortune 500 companies, McKesson, AT&T, Toyota, CharSwap, Goldman Sachs, and the unemployment rate here in the DFW sits around approximately 3.4%. DFW was #1 destination for movers in 2025, and corporate relocations continue to bring jobs to that area. But if you're moving here without a job already lined up, build a financial runway. A strong job market still takes time to navigate, especially for senior roles and specialized fields. Target 3 to 6 months of living expenses as a cushion before you arrive. And if you have a job lined up, pin the exact office location on a map before you make a house decision. In a metro this large, working in Las Colinas and living in Massville is a very different daily experience than it sounds on paper. It's one of the things that I think matters more than anything else. DFW added 178,000 new residents between 2023 and 2024. A meaningful percentage of them made a housing decision without fully understanding just how large and differentiated the metro is. The difference in daily lifestyle between Frisco and Burleson, between Grapevine and Garland, between Salt Lake and Mesquite, these are significant, not just in price, but in community, feel, commute, school and quality, neighborhood energy, and what's around you. If you can visit before you commit, visit. Stay at least a week, try different areas at different times of the day, get food in neighborhoods you're considering, talk to people who live there. Get a feel for what daily life actually looks like before you sign anything. If you can't visit in person before you move, work with somebody who knows this market across the entire Metroplex, and we'll ask you the right questions about your job, your lifestyle, your kids, your priorities, and match you to the right area based on your actual life, not just on what's available in your price range. The buyers who I help relocate who took this step seriously are the ones who are still in their first home, in the right neighborhood, and generally happy they made the move. If you're planning to move to DFW and you want to talk through it with someone who works the entire Metroplex, reach out to me. I do relocation consultations all the time, and I help people make decisions they won't regret. My info is in the description. Drop any questions in the comments, I answer them. And subscribe for weekly DFW content. I'll see you on the next one.